I've got a quick question for you. Is your ideal life about to arrive in the near future? Because for most people, the life I've always dreamt of is just around the corner. But what we find out is that we turn the corner and the ideal life we'd been dreaming about is just around actually the next corner. Which leads to the obvious conclusion. That sexy, more financially secure, more amazing, more zen, less anxious, less stressed life is not around the corner. The possibility of creating it is right here and right now. For most of us, sexy is out there somewhere, someday, somehow, and we are waiting for the magic elixir to finally show up someday in the mail, to show up someday on our desk, to have somebody deliver it special UPS Express. The fact of the matter is, the life that you are living right now is the life you've designed. And that's good news and it's bad news. It's bad news because we're like, ugh, this is the life I designed? The good news is, because you designed it, you can change it. The friends you have are your choice. The job you have is your choice. The way you spend your time is your choice. The things that you do day in and day out that create the textural quality of your life are your choice, every single one of them. The thing that we often don't realize is that we don't consciously and with clarity make choices, and as a result, we don't live life, life lives us. And that challenge ends up putting us in a box that we feel trapped by. So I want to encourage you as you progress into these next months, that you would begin asking yourself the question, are you awaiting that magic time arrival when life will finally be what you want it to be? I listen to people all the time that say, oh, Ron, you know what? Can't wait for retirement. Ron, can't wait for the next vacation. Can't wait for the next downtime. You know what the interesting thing about that is? I think I mentioned it to you in a recent blog post that I'm currently standing in downtown new city of Dubai in the UAE. And one of the books I was going to read is by Alain de Botton. I think that's the right pronunciation, de Botton. But one of the things he says is he was getting ready to go on an island trip because the brochure looked so great, and he thought, it'll finally be awesome for me to get away and to escape. And I want to read to you what he wrote. He said, a momentous but until that moment overlooked fact that was making itself finally apparent to me was that I had inadvertently brought myself with me to the island. I was to discover an unexpected continuity between the melancholic self I'd had at home and the person that I was to be on the island. A continuity quite at odds with the radical discontinuity in the landscape and the climate, where the air seemed to be made of a very different and sweeter substance. I love his observation that wherever you are, whether you realize it or not, you have to take yourself. And that means that your weather is an inside job. That means that the life you are creating is an inside job. It is not about the external dynamics of your boss. It's not about the external dynamics of your geography, your climate. It's not about the external dynamics of your relationships. You can change those. It actually has to do with something going on inside you. You are living the life you've designed. And so my invitation to you is to do an inventory. Sit down with your journal and begin writing down the stuff that isn't working for you. And then create a plan. This is what we've been talking about in the last several videos, that clarity is absolutely central if you want to live a life by design. And once you have clarity about what you want to become, what dent you want to make, the texture of the life you want to have, then it is simply embedding the new habits, embedding the new patterns and practices so that that life over the next months, in the next years, becomes a reality.